It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' versatile running back. He looked real good a week ago with almost 160 yards. It's the Raiders and the Browns on Sunday night primetime.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And a fast footwork by White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Tried to link up with Zamir White out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. You look at this Raiders defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Throwing to start the drive. Sharp. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lucas. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They juked him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down now, it's Lucas. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Sharp. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a toss right side with White. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And the mantra of this unit, get to the football, fly to the ball carrier. And you know you can tell that they do it really well? At the end of each play, when you click off the frame, count the number of guys that are around the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10, Sharp. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Lucas. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st down, Sharp. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now a give right side. It's Lucas. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Sharp. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Sharp. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Evades him at the 10. Still fighting through tackles. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders to decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Hunter. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Hunter. And a dump off to White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy. Big play, but no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
To throw on 2nd down. Sharp. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lucas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lucas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On second down, they'll run with White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raider sack. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and now 2 yards to go on third down. On third down, Lucas. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 94 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Throwing on first down. Sharp. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Cochran. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Lucas. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Looking to throw. Sharp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A 62-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 1st and 10, Hunter. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Looking to throw. Hunter. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Gay's kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sharp. He finds his man. Complete. That's Cochran. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sharp over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cochran. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jalen Hurts, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Joe Burrow, sharp in the victory, as his guys find the win column for just the 2nd time all year. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always. Welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd down now, it's Lucas. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of...
ground stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw on third down, Sharp. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's the Raiders punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Hunter. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Hunter. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10. They go with White on the counter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, here's White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Hunter. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Hunter. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Lucas. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Sharp, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Throwing on first down. Sharp. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Second down and 4. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On second down, it's Lucas. And able to push forward from right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll run on first down. It's Lucas. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Lucas. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing to start the drive, Hunter. And here's the former Raider wideout, Amari Cooper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw on second down. Hunter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Raiders heading out to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Okay, ready?
On 1st and 10, Sharp. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Lucas, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Sharp. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Sharp. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Back to throw. Hunter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. On 1st down, Hunter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Hunter. He'll dump this one off here to White. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hunter. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And Gay knocks this one through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Reload. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Lucas. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 176 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Raiders, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.